Good evening, this is Nerdist Human, and welcome to this AI-only Battle Royale in Medieval 2 Total War. And today we have selected the Pikes and Pole Mercenaries to take part in this all-infantry affair. A small budget of 3,000 denarii, of course. And we're going to head on in with the Holy Roman Empire's landsknecht. Very nice indeed. Don't get to see these nearly enough, but they've got to be a decent bet to win here today. But for the rebels, we have the Free Company men-at-arms with their poleaxes. This seems to be the only poleaxe merc that I can find. So you've got to say, if they can get on in there, they're going to rip people apart. But interesting to see how this one goes. We've got England with the Flemish Pikemen. Excellent stuff. They could be an intriguing one. They're quite an early game unit, but there we are. And for Team 4 we have the Swiss Pikemen. Very nice indeed. Honestly, this could go so many different ways. It just depends on how the cookie crumbles. I thought you might as well have some more stormy weather for this particular battle. It should make things nice and dramatic for what is going to be a disgusting pike on pike battle. Those ones always sound like the most horrible affairs when you're reading your battles from history. Do of course though cheer on your favourite faction, your favourite mercenary unit in the comments below. But for now I think it's time to head on into battle.
This battle is your chance, good soldiers of the Empire, to gentle your condition. A few moments of blood and duty done. Then all can be yours when we have victory. Loot, women, drink, good food, honor, glory, knighthood. Each a fine reward, but together they are unsurpassed. These rebellious knaves and villains are not fit to breathe the same air as we honest Germans. They must all die before dawn comes again. This is a mercy, because they richly deserve the gallows for turning against their betters. God's wounds. I see that our foes are amply supplied with heavily armored troops. Would that we had some men with firelocks. We may feel their lack. And now all is set. Let's to it pell-mell and send our enemies to fry in hell!
Into battle we go, and it is a thunderstorm right now, so for anyone who actually does have issues with flashing lights, just be aware that yeah, we're going to have some of those thunderstorm flashings in this. I know it's not the most egregious thing, there you are in the world, but yeah, obviously there are some people that is not particularly nice to see. So horrible weather setting the atmosphere here today, and the Free Company men-at-arms are marching towards not us, presumably the English and the French. Oh, the English and the French are already well at it, obviously. Of course they are. Oh, it's a cocking mess everywhere. Oh dear. Well, we'll take a picture of those pikes. That'll be lovely for the thumbnail later. Yeah, this is looking horrible. Magnificent stuff. You're being poked in the back, guys. Do you want to do anything about it? Doesn't look like it. With the French and English causing each other all sorts of problems. Half the army already. Wow. Pole v pole, pike v pike is absolutely disgusting. They're getting murdered, and now they're getting poleaxed. As you might imagine, the Poleaxe lads are coming on in, and that's the Free Company men-at-arms. And in come the landsknecht, which the French are just running straight towards. Yes, the Swiss pikemen want to take on the landsknecht, which I guess makes some sense, but we do have the best outfits here, it should be said. We look absolutely cocking magnificent, and it's just a massive pile of chaos all around. Now, can these guys actually make it to the pikes, or are they going to get stuck in between? That could be what happens. Now, the Free Company men-at-arms have so far done a good job of flanking those other guys. Yeah, do they want to do it when faced with all the pikes right in front of them? They seem a bit unsure about it all right now. So do our pikes, to be fair. The English are revolting, which is, yeah, that makes sense. The French aren't, which doesn't make sense, seeing as that's pretty much their national pastime. But they're probably not far off it. Yes, indeed, they are wavering. To be fair, these are Swiss, not French, not quite the same. So the English have largely beaten off the Frankish lads. Oh, here's the landsknechts against the Poleaxe. Is very nice. Let's get ourselves a screenshot of that one. Very good, very good. Okay, this battlefield is disgusting, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, just this is the right weather for this. Maybe about the thunder and the lightning next time, but hey ho, these guys are probably not very happy. The real question is, can they get in there? Oh, good charge, lads, but it's kind of what they needed to do, to be honest. Just walking straight through them, which is an interesting decision. I do wonder how well that's going to go for you. They appear to be running away. Is that the English now? Oh no, the English have been completely bollocked off, and that's a technical term. To be fair, being given a bollocking just means you're being told off, so I don't know if that's the right one. But being bollocked off, that feels like something very different indeed, and I don't think it's really fitting off the general channel style. Oh dear. Now it looks like the landsknecht are going to be doing a good job, but it's really a question whether these free company men-at-arms can do it or not. They certainly can rip them apart, and they're doing some good work, but this weird tactic of running through them, presumably to go and kill some English or Frenchies, seems to be sort of working. Yeah, because they're just surrounding them. They're making them fight to the death. What a ridiculous, ridiculous fight. And what are we doing now? Ignoring the French just as we keep on ploughing forward to someone. This is absolutely disgusting for all parties, I would say. The French seem to have turned their backs to this massive pile of pikes, which isn't particularly sensible to my mind. Yeah, they're just shuffling along information right into the next pile of pikes. So this unit are in big trouble. Yes, indeed, they are now gone. That is the final Frenchy lad. But some of the landsknecht are being broken by those free company men-at-arms. They are doing the job. They are the best, conventionally speaking anyway, the best unit here. Now, if you stand your ground and just hold them off, you are totally going to do this. But are you going to be numpties instead? They've turned around at the wrong time. Oh, you fools. Is anyone actually going to get the pikes down properly? No. Still no. You can see here the lack of pike fix causing quite a few problems. Ooh, right through the shoulder. That could not have been anything other than horrific. Oh, a few people got the poles down over here. Very nice. Managing to hold most of them off. You see, now we're poling against the Poleaxe, which is amusing to me. Don't know why. There's not really much of a pole, to be honest. It's more of just an axy thing, really. Need a longer pole, sir. Get a longer pole. So, this is an interesting one. They're now running down the hill. The rest of them are just watching them die. I do believe that now we're getting into the final chunk in here. They've got their units together, and as a not necessarily all fighting, but they're there for moral support, which is exactly where I'd be in the Pike. I'm out here for moral support, making sure that I have a lot of friends around me. But they do actually have some piking going on now. It's taken the entire battle, and their friends decided to leave them to it now they've worked out how to use their pike formation. But if they can actually hold this, I think that they should be able to hold them back. Unfortunately, I can hear the sound of a horn. It's the charge of this unit. A slight flank. Yeah, well, a few of them are upside down, so that probably suggests that it does work. And, well, yeah, they're being obliterated on this side. That's about 6 of them gone in a few seconds there. Very nice. And they can do nothing when they're wonky like that. This is really where you guys should have come to support them. What are you bracing for? The enemy are over there, sir. Sir, they appeared to be behind. They're eager. Yeah, I'd be eager if I was looking at this. There's nothing to fight over here, sir. Ah, dear. Useless. I can hear some orders being given. Move out, units, move out. Oh, there's a break in the centre, down to 14. That'll be why, yeah. Been doing some damage, but they're down to 11. And now, landsknecht are moving. These guys charging down the hill at these lads. This could be a fun one. Oh, yeah. Who's going to win out in this particular little charge? This is a fascinating one. Oh, yeah. Have you got your pikes ready? Oof, not sure that worked very well. I see a lot of pikes fall to the ground there. Down to 22, down to 14. But these guys are coming to close the trap. I think the landsknecht probably have it. If nothing else, they just have so many numbers left. There are 2 pretty fresh units here. It's the thing, you might call them cowards, I would call them genius. But, of course, it is a scored resolution, as I forget every time I'm commentating. So with that, those rebels have been poked off, down to 7 and 4. And a couple of these units. These guys just running on in with swords now. I don't know, that's their guys. Yes, I'm used to being the rebels. Sorry about that. Landsknecht are getting beaten up. I think, yeah, the rebels are going to go down. But at the end of the day, have the landsknecht done enough? I suspect these guys have done an awful lot of good work, but how the scoring system works, no one really knows. At this point, the battle is over, but apparently we don't want to do any chasing down. So, yeah, that's us. They're in every other direction. And in the end, it is defeat for the Holy Roman Empire. England won? What? What? Apparently the English and the French just going straight at it won them an awful lot of points. That is fascinating. I mean, it's really even on the kills. Bloody hell. This has to be the closest any of these battles have been. I don't know, I feel a little bit tempted here. I mean, it doesn't give you a points thing to actually calculate. We'll see how close that is, but I've got to say this is incredibly close. And normally what happens, obviously, is that I will bring through some of the mercs the next round. Kind of tempted to represent all of these guys here because that's insanely close. Well, we'll decide on that controversy later. For now, the English Flemish Pikemen, which seems like a bit of a misnomer to say, but those guys are the victors. Maybe I'll throw some other of these guys in at the later stage when we see them in the semi-finals. But for now, we will say the Flemish Pikemen will, of course, be there. Thank you for joining me on this air-only affair. We will be having more random battle royales in the coming weeks, particularly with these mercenary infantry units, but do give me suggestions in the comments below. You can, of course, support the channel by becoming a member here or on Patreon by liking, subscribing, and also by getting involved in that comment section. I hope you'll join us next time. I will leave you. I'm Tenez the Human. Thank you, friends, and tally-ho. They're all queuing up to fight them. These are truly the British rebels right here. War cry and charge at the dogs of war. Oh, they're routing again. What are you doing, my silly trumpet? They're actually taking on my reinforcements. Welcome to the Rebel Experience, ladies and gents.